Okay, so this is going to be part 2 to the video that we made yesterday, and this is what to do with the butter. Here is the 4 ounces of butter that you made yesterday, or today, or whatever you pulled out of the fridge. We're going to stick that in the microwave. You do it 30 seconds at a time to let it melt. The things you're going to need an egg. You're going to need a mixing bowl. You're going to need 1 stick of butter, i.e. what's in there. And you're going to need cookie mix. So while we're waiting for that butter to melt down, we'll just go ahead and dump all the ingredients right in here. Let's see if our butter's done yet. It may not be. You might need a little bit of a fork. Stir it around a little bit. Okay, we're going to put it in for another 30 seconds. And while you're waiting, you're going to need a scoop. Now, here's the 2 sizes of scoops. This is the one that you usually get like at school or whatever when you get mashed potatoes or something, or a scoop of ice cream. This is a much smaller scoop. You want the smaller size. Now, for dosing reasons, I'll explain why once we get to that part. Butter's just about done. Take the butter out, and it's pretty close to, there's a little bit in there. See, and it should look like, see how green it is, and just kind of stir around the rest of the little bit of remnants till it melts. You shouldn't need to go longer than a minute. And you're going to take and you're going to dump it into the cookie mix. Then you're going to take your utensil that you used to do that. You're going to go ahead, you're just going to mix this. Anybody that's ever made cookies obviously knows it's easier just to kind of mix with a spoon than it is to mix with an actual, unless you have a really high-end mixer. For all intents and purposes, go like that. Now, we're going to scoop these out. You're going to take your scoop, you're going to lay flat, put them out, and then you kind of just clean out the thing, and you're going to have yourself a ball of dough. I want you to take that dough, split it in half. See, so you have 2 pieces, very small dough, and what I use is this kind of pan. Oh, and I totally missed a step. Let's just go ahead and fix that real quick. We'll go ahead and spray this all down. And this is coconut spray I'm using, so it's kind of healthy. Alright, so you're going to take your pieces of your cookie. You drop them in the little thing. And the reason I use the cupcake pan, because it makes little, smaller, fuller cookies that stay fresher longer, and they don't get as hard and crunchy. Like, you know how you leave a cookie and it gets old and stale. And while you're waiting, you got to make sure you have your oven preheating to I usually do 350. Some people can do 375. So we're just all right, so there we go. As you see, we're going to have 23 cookies in just a few minutes. This is on 350. We're just going to stick that in there. We're going to let it cook. We're going to go do something else. We're going to come back in about 5-10 minutes and just kind of check on them. We'll be back. Alright, should be about time. Let's go ahead and we're going to pull out our little snacks. They look way you're going to be able to know is that with these edibles, here they pull away from the pan a little bit on each of the cookies. And you'll want to go ahead and just take a knife, kind of go around one of the edibles, kind of see if it pops up a little bit. It might still be a little soft, which is fine because it will cool a little more. But as long as you can kind of more or less get the thing around it and you can see that it's not stuck to the pan. And it is a little different with each type of cookie that you make, like that one just broke a little piece off. And there you go. Once we go ahead and pull these out of the pan, we're going to package them up. And you're all set. Each one is one single dose. I used to make them where they were double and they were bigger cookies, but it was just way too strong. So that's how you do it. And when we go ahead and pull them out and these cool, we'll go ahead and show you the finish. Alright, we're back. And now this has been about 20 minutes of cooling. The cookies are coming right out, as you can see. Just going to go ahead, we're going to pop them out and put them in whatever container works for you. I just happen to like these to-go containers because they're easy if you have to carry all this anywhere. But you just pop out your cookies. And they'll be ready to enjoy. Pause. And now it's time to have a cookie. See you on the other side.